Hello, and welcome back to the show. Today I'm going to be doing a spoilery recap of this book, so I hope you enjoy this. It is going to be full of spoilers, so if you don't know anything about this book, you haven't read it yet, simply go down to the description down below, click on the link. That will take you to a page where you can read the blurb to find out non-spoilery things about this book. But otherwise, I'm going to get right into the spoilers. All right, this one was a thriller that I gave 4.5 stars, and it was a bit of a whirlwind. I couldn't keep I could not keep the two friends straight. So I don't know which one was which name, so I might have messed up some of this, but I'm gonna do my best. Also, the ending was just kind of wild, and so I don't know. I know what happened, but as far as keeping straight who did what, it was a little confusing. But anyway, this book was fine, but not at all what I was expecting. I thought it'd be a survival story. Instead, one of the girl's family had been killed by a drunk driver who was the other girl's boyfriend, who is now in jail. She found her, meaning the girl who's the girlfriend of the boy that killed the other girl's family by drunk driving. So she finds the other girl and tries to pretend that they have both suffered some great tragedy and they start traveling together around the world. So when the girl who did lose all of her family by way of the other girl's boyfriend killing them by drunk driving, she finds out that the other girl is rich and that her boyfriend would get out of jail after a few years. And so she's just fed up by rich people literally getting to get away with everything, including murder. And the fact that this girl is so demented that she intentionally sought her out to kind of get off on her trauma and also pass off her being without her boyfriend for a couple of years um, as an equal tragedy. Because what she did was she didn't say that her boyfriend was in jail. She pretended that her boyfriend had died. So, yeah. And so then she's talking to her other friend, and they come up with this whole big plan to get this girl out to Monroe Island, which is like an uninhabited island where nature itself is out to get you. Like, the fish a lot of the times are poisonous. Like, you can just get killed, and also there's a lot of superstitious things surrounding the island because some sailors were shipwrecked there and turned into cannibals in order to survive. So, she takes her there basically so that her friend will die, but it not be by her own hand, so that she won't go to jail for it. And so she hires the boat driver, and his girlfriend to come along for like $50,000, which of course they cannot pass up, and they even repair their boat um, in order to be witnesses to the tragedy. So again, she won't be blamed for her death. So her other friend also comes along and pretends not to know her, and she's wanting to get rid of her boyfriend who's been smuggling and selling drugs, and also kind of like taking out anyone who discovers his secrets or he sees as a threat. But then another unexpected guest arrives, which throws things off, making Lux, which is the boat driver, I think his name was Nico, his girlfriend. So she gets scared when that guy shows up, and then that guy winds up destroying their radios and steals her passport. And so Jake goes out on the island with his gun and comes back, and he like pretends that the guy just left and he couldn't find him. But then we find out that he actually killed the guy. And, like, I guess Lux, like, finds the body or whatever. And that's when she finds out that he took her passport too. And so this really ruins the plan, especially when the body is found. Then Lux's boyfriend cheats on her when he overhears, I think his name is Jake, Jake's girlfriend. I think her name might be Chloe, but I listened to the audio, so sometimes I just don't remember names. And like every book male character is named Jake these days. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, so Jake's girlfriend offers to take her around the world with them, and she didn't immediately refuse. So Lux's boyfriend felt like kind of abandoned, so he decides that he's just going to sleep with this other girl. And she was angry with him because he had made it seem like she was overreacting to want to get off the island because the guy had destroyed their radios, and she had warned him beforehand that she felt like that guy was bad news and they just needed to leave, and he didn't listen to her. And then he's just kind of a bit of a narcissist and thinks, oh, because you might have accepted their offer to go around the world, I'm just going to go sleep with this other chick. And so then she winds up walking off with Jake, um, and sleeps with him as kind of like a revenge, but then feels bad because she likes Jake's girlfriend. And then the other girl winds up sleeping with her boyfriend, Nico, or whatever. So everyone is acting weird, like they're on drugs and just making dumb choices and sleeping with each other. They're all cheating on each other. Like out in the open. There's not that many people that are on this island. It's like just them. So you're talking about like 6 people on an island and you're just all of them are like sleeping with each other. Thinking they're getting away with it too. Anyway, then Lux's boyfriend was killed. Um, and they tried to make her believe that he just left the island. Um, when he found out that she slept with the dude. But she knows that he wouldn't abandon her and the other girls, especially with them paying him so much money. Then the other girl shoots the other girl. Again, I don't know the names. And tells Lux that she understands her because she didn't come from wealth and she likes her, so they can team up and sell the world, and tell her how they'll get away with it, and tells her how they'll get away with it. And I think maybe Jake had killed one of the girls. I don't know. I think it was just like Jake's girlfriend that was left standing. I can't really remember like who the last girl standing was, but Jake is like right there in the middle of it too. And so she tells the whole plan of how she'll get away with it. But Lux winds up shooting her instead. Um because she's trying to convince her to like shoot Jake, and she's like you're devious. I know you're not going to let me live if I don't go along with your plan. So she shoots her, and then she also shoots Jake because Jake is not the best guy, and he would also put a kink in her plan and possibly tie her up in his whole drug deal. And so she thinks she could get in trouble even though she hadn't really done anything other than, self-defense or whatever. So, luckily, she actually owns the Susanna, which was her boyfriend's boat, because his family was rich and they were like, for tax purposes, you should sign it over to her. I guess to keep in a lower bracket. I'm really not sure. But so it's under her name. So she winds up like telling the police or whatever. She acts like she had heard the other people, I guess, calling over the satellite phone, requesting new radios to be delivered to the island since theirs were destroyed by that other dude. And that when she arrived, all those people were dead. So she basically gets away with murder. and is able to take control of her life rather than just follow a guy's plan, because she was just following her boyfriend's dreams, um, and not getting to do her own thing. So yeah. And like I said, she kills Jake too because he's not an upstanding guy. And when they see all the drugs on his boat, they'll probably think that it was a drug deal gone wrong, um, essentially framing him for all the killing. So that's what happened in Reckless Girls. All right, that's all I've got for you. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have a book that you would like for me to read and recap, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends, and I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!